again, and happy Friday Eve. Now, other than the additional cloud cover that we saw today, it was more of the same from what we've been seeing the past couple days. Highs reaching the mid to upper 80s. Few locations brushing that 90-degree mark, but a little further to our west, they're sticking in those 70s because they're already feeling the impacts of that cold front that we'll get into in a second. But a quick look at temperatures across the area. Like I said earlier in the show, 85 here in San Angelo, 88 up in Abilene, already at 90 in Comanche. They actually got over 90 degrees today. A little farther west, like I said, where they're already feeling the impacts of that cold front, 73 degrees over in Midland. Now, once that cold front actually impacts us, we're not going to get that cool, unfortunately, but that's just showing that margin of difference from that colder air thanks to that cold front. Now, thanks to the partly cloudy skies that will maintain overnight, we'll stay just a tad bit warmer than what we've seen the past couple nights, mainly overnight lows getting into the mid to upper 50s. Some locations or more locations than what we've seen the past couple of days, hanging around the lower 60s. 62 is going to be the low in Abilene, 61 between Sweetwater and Colorado City. St. Angelo going to be one of those places in the 50s at 57 degrees. That cool spot going to be Eastland tonight, getting down to 55 degrees. Now we have one more day of highs reaching the mid to upper 80s, and that's going to be tomorrow because that cold front is actually not going to impact the southern portion of our viewing area in enough time for us to see those cooler temperatures. So once that front passes, the trend will follow with temperatures being in the low to mid 80s throughout the weekend and as we get into next week. And then those rain chances going to begin to pick up this weekend and two, extending throughout the first couple days of next week. Actually not associated with that cold front. It just so happens that the timing is following behind that front. But let's take a look at the next couple days and what we're expecting with the setup. This is tomorrow morning, that cold front draping northeast to southwest through the big country, starting to move its way south by Saturday. We're going to see some additional cloud cover waking up on Saturday, mainly staying dry through the day on Saturday, but on Sunday is when we'll start to see that rain thanks to upper level trough starting to extend a little bit over West Texas, offering us that lift and the additional moisture that we're getting in the air, going to help those rain chances at least through the first half of next week. And we really do need this rain because we haven't had any decent amount of rain since the beginning of September, and we're starting to see those drought conditions worsen again. We've seen the return of exceptional drought here in West Texas in this week's drought monitor. Not that much, only 2% of the area included in that, but we've seen a large increase also in that extreme drought. So this rain is going to be coming in handy over the next couple of days. Hopefully next week we would have gotten rid of that exceptional drought. Now over in the tropics, potential tropical cyclone 13 or Tropical Depression 13 formed in the Caribbean today is being called potential tropical cyclone because it's going to impact land between the next 24 to 48 hours before it actually reaches tropical storm strength. Now, it will be impacting the northern coast of South America tomorrow, but once it gets back into the Caribbean this weekend, it's expected to reach at least tropical storm strength, possibly become a weak hurricane before it makes another landfall over in Central America at the start of next week. So likely that by the end of the weekend, we'll have Tropical Storm Julia on our hands, and then Tropical Depression 12 on its last leg, expected to finally dissipate sometime either tonight or early tomorrow. So this will probably be the last time that we talk about this disturbance, and there's nothing else happening in the tropics right now. Things a little bit on the quiet side, but bringing it back home with our 7-day, those rain chances picking up over the weekend, like I said, extending through at least the first half of next week. We'll see that cloud cover through the first half of next week as well. Before the sun starts to shine again, temperatures back in the mid 80s under those sunny skies by this time next week. Back to you.